Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. We gonna do a little bit of squirrel hunting this afternoon. I finally got some time. I pretty much had to just leave work today to get out here to have a little bit of time to come out here and do a couple hunts. This area I'm walking into, I've seen hogs down in here quite a few times. But I'm really trying to just get out here and get me a few squirrels. That way I can make me some squirrel and rice or squirrel and dumplings or something, you know, which I'm already starting to see hog sign. If I see a good hog and I can get close enough, because I got the shotgun with me with low brass ammo, so it's gonna have to get fairly close to them. But like I said, I'm coming out here to try to get a few squirrels for me and the kids, and well, if we get the opportunity, we'll shoot a hog, but that's not what I'm out here looking for. We got one in this tree right here. There was one more right here somewheres. I'm hearing quite a few of them off in the distance now that I shot, but throw another shell in here. And I didn't bring my binoculars. I wish I had my binoculars, because I think I see where this second one is right here. But I can't quite tell if that's a squirrel or if it's moss on the tree. There he is. He's not which they don't get like extra big down here. Oh man. There's something wrong with that squirrel. Look how swelled up his face is. See his eyeball? Look at his nose. I have no idea. That's a little weird. But anyways, let's I'm gonna toss him in my vest here and see if we can go find one of these other ones that's over here barking. Yeah, I was sitting here walking down this little access trail. I had heard a squirrel over here barking. I come out of the woods behind me there. Got onto the access trail, and I was trying to find that squirrel back there. While I was sitting here sneaking and being quiet, I heard some hogs out in the marsh fighting. They are accessible. I can get to them, but they are pretty good ways away. I'd have to go back to the car, get in the car, and drive around there to where they at. But I can get pretty close to where, I mean, I can't see them. I'll show you here in just a second. I can't see them. But where they're at, where that sound came from, I can show you where they came from. But I wouldn't be too terribly far from them with the vehicle if I drove around there to them. And I could squirrel hunt over there too. But let me show you what I'm talking about. Across the river there. It came from somewheres over there around that point. They're on that edge over there somewheres. You know, with them being over there on that point, I can get within 200 yards of them with the vehicle, and then I'd have to walk from there, because I know I've walked that area where they at, so I'm pretty sure I can go over there and find them. I think I'm gonna hang out over here for a little while. If I keep hearing them, I may end up having to go get in the car and I got something walking in the woods right here. It almost sounds like an armadillo or a small hog. Well, I was correct on what I thought it was. I said the closer it got, the more it sounded like something small. And, you know, sometimes your hogs, the way they like to walk through the woods, they will, it's almost like they drag their feet. And that's the sound that an armadillo makes, the way it drags its nose through the leaves, sniffing the ground. You know, that's the way a hog, sometimes they will make that sound, depending on how big they are. You know, and the bigger they are, obviously, the deeper the crunch will sound. But I said, that's why I said in the video, you know, and it was either a small hog or armadillo. Yeah, these hogs, they were right here feeding. They got this whole little area right here freshly rooted up. I couldn't quite tell which way they ran though. So I may be able to go this way too. Sounds like they're trying to work through it. They may be trying to come back. Gotta get a good bearing on where I'm hearing the movement at. I know that was deer that just blowed, but I still hear what I think is the hogs out here moving around. She just seen me. I done clicked my safety off and everything. I was getting ready to try to send one her way, but I needed to move over just a little bit, just so I can get a good clean shot, because there was a brush in between me and her. She had a bunch of little ones with her. It's the only reason I was able to get as close as I did, which I was about 25-30 yards. She just kept staying in those bushes and I couldn't get a good clean shot on her. I made one step to the left and that she looked up and grunted. But see, this is why I don't never get to go squirrel hunting. I have a problem. I like hunting these hogs so daggone much. And every time I go squirrel hunting, I end up hog hunting. Like, it took everything in my power not to go after those first set I heard fighting out in the marsh. And then when I heard these little ones squeal back behind me when I was trying to find that squirrel back there. It just gets hard not to go after them. Sounds like something's moving to my left right here. I'm pretty sure that set of hogs I just spooked, they just run back towards the road. They'll be across that road before I can get over there. There was a bunch of deer in that little group. Those hogs, I guess the hogs was pushing them around, I reckon. Because they all was in that same little area. But hey, that was fun. At least we got out here and got on some hogs. Got to do a good stalk. You know, and I don't know how much that I'm going to be able to shoot on camera. I mean, parts of it I had my GoPro going. I had this camera rolling just about the whole time, but it's going to be so shaky from trying to get through these woods. It ain't going to be worth trying to show y'all. But we're going to pull the map up, make sure my bearings is going in the right direction, and we're going to ease back towards the vehicle. I'm going to ease on down in here to that little spot that I was talking about earlier. There ain't nobody parked at the little parking spot in it. I may walk down in there just a little bit. One, there's a artesian well down in there that I know about. I can go down there and fill up my Gatorade bottle right here and get me a little bit of fresh water. I believe there's more than just that one group of hogs that I seen in that little area right there. So we may be able to come back out here and get on some more out there, because everywhere out there was hog rootings. But I mean, there was a pretty good bit in that little group, so I ain't gonna necessarily say there's a whole bunch of hogs out there. But I just don't think that sow and all those little babies has done all that hog rooting out there. I mean, they could have. But we're gonna ease on around here. If I end up getting out and walking down in there, I'll get you cut back on. If not, we'll catch you on the next video.